Hello, friends. I am Dr. Njwepi Joe Chego. I am a medical doctor. I am a GI tract surgeon. And today, I present to you the health tidbits. And our topic for today is fasting. Have you ever fasted? Have you ever fasted? We know that fasting is being practiced in the different cultures and religions of the world. Religions like Christianity, Islamism, Buddhism practice fasting. What is fasting? Fasting is the intentional abstinence from eating of food. Now, before I go on to talk about the advantages or health advantages of fasting, I would like us to understand one thing, that when we eat to supply energy to the body. And we should also understand that the body is made of 99% energy. So when you eat, you need to supply that energy that is needed absolutely by the body. The primary source of energy of the body is glucose, otherwise called sugar. So when you eat carbohydrates, you drink sodas, you drink beer, this beer goes into your system and is converted into sugar. When there is sugar, otherwise called glucose, in your system, this goes to trigger the secretion of insulin. And the insulin in your system does three things. The first thing is that the insulin actually causes the cells of our body to use sugar as a source of energy. Now, after the cells have used sugar for energy, if there is still an excess of sugar in our bloodstream, the same insulin is going to trigger the conversion of that sugar into glycogen, which is stored. And the third thing that the insulin will do is that the insulin will prompt the liver to convert sugar into fat, which is stored all over our body. That is even the reason why you will develop fatness. That is why you will develop overweight. That is why you will develop obesity. Now, what happens is that some people are in permanent overdose of carbs. They eat too much carbs, they drink too much soda, they drink too much beer, day in and out, in such a way that their system is always in an excess of sugar, always in an excess of sugar in the blood. And because of that, when there is too much sugar in our system, the insulin gets to a point where it has already done its three functions of converting the sugar into energy, storing it as glycogen, and also instigating it to be stored as fat. When it has done all that, and then there is still excess sugar in the system, and if this happens continuously, the insulin itself becomes overwhelmed, and the insulin is not capable of functioning again as it was supposed to function. So we develop what is called insulin resistance. And when you develop insulin resistance, all other diseases are going to stem out from there. You will develop overweight, and even you go into obesity. You will develop pre-diabetes. Some people go into pre-diabetes for years before actually developing full-blown type 2 diabetes. So you go into full-blown diabetes. You can also develop cardiovascular diseases such as high blood pressure, heart disease. You can also develop cancer. And of course, in most situations, when your blood is overflooded with sugar, what we call hyperglycemia, your mental clarity is going to diminish. Now, how does fasting help you? When you are fasting, as we said earlier, you intentionally abstain from eating food. And when this happens, there is less sugar going into your bloodstream. So the sugar level in your bloodstream will gradually fall because you are not more taking in carbs, you are not drinking sodas, you are not taking beer. And because of that, the sugar level in your bloodstream goes down. And when the sugar level goes down, and knowing that sugar is the primary source of energy, the body, since our body is intelligent enough, in the absence of that sugar, our body will start converting the fat storage into energy. The fat that we store all over our body will be converted into energy and used. And because the fat is being converted into energy, our bodies will become slim and will become healthier. And that is the main advantage of fasting. When you fast, you detox your system, you rejuvenate, and you are going to be disease free. Thank you. And in our next video, we are going to talk about the different types of fasting. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe.